Coach, you are in Vegas. The stage is set for a big one on Sunday afternoon against the Raiders. You mentioned this week that your team, well aware of the urgency that comes with December football and the opportunity to control your own destiny moving forward, starting on Sunday afternoon in Vegas. How much do you take in to each Sunday afternoon, that playoff-like mindset with the magnitude that each of these games carry?
Yeah, it's a big deal. And, the players know. I mean, they know what time of year it is and how much every game is meaningful. I mean, but it's that time of year. And we are in a good position where we control our own destiny. But that's no guarantee of anything. We put ourselves in a decent position and we need to keep it up. And the way that the way we always talk about that is the way you control your own destiny is by how you practice, and let's prepare well. If we prepare well, that gives us the best chance to succeed out there and get that and keep the line going the way we want it.
And in practice, late in the week, Anthony Castonzo worked his way back in. Chaz Green took the majority of the reps earlier in the week at the left tackle spot. What will the procedure be in evaluating Anthony and his availability for Sunday afternoon?
Well, certainly going to just rely a lot on Anthony and the doctors, of course. But, this is kind of injury that, AC's got to let us know how it feels, and can he operate? Can he function out there at a high level, play winning football, and, and keep the team, put the team in a good position. So, we'll get him up and test him tomorrow and get a feel and make a decision from that.
Looking at your opponent this weekend, the Raiders you're very familiar with. This is now the third season in a row that you have faced off with, then Oakland and now Las Vegas. And Derek Carr, he's played very well typically against the Colts defense in those 2018 and 2019 games. He's had an above 71% completion percentage, thrown for 433 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interception. How much emphasis is there for your defensive front on disrupting Derek Carr and pressuring him in the pocket?
Yeah, he's playing. He has played well against us, and he's playing exceedingly well this year. I think one of his best years. He's had a lot of good years, but this is one of his better years. So, a big part of that key is disrupting him, as you said, Lara. And you do that a couple different ways. You certainly got to do it with the pass rush. Sometimes we got to be good enough to disrupt him with the 4-man pass rush, and then mix in some pressures and 5- and 6-man rushes. And then you got to be able to disrupt him. By the way, we disguise coverages, and so we have it's a tall test. This is a very talented offense, and he's playing good football, but so is our defense.
And he certainly has a lot of different weapons, and we could go into a lot of different guys who he has to get the ball to. But in particular, Darren Waller has been instrumental this season for the Raiders offense. How much of a matchup challenge does he present with this defense?
Yeah, he's a nightmare because, he's got that rare combination of size, strength, and speed. Got that really long catch radius with, very, very fast speed for the tight end position. And so, and then he's strong. He's got the strength of a tight end. So, and the key to that is, because we like throwing to tight ends as well, is you get tight ends in there and they're typically covered by safeties and linebackers. So you got a guy who really has, elite physical traits. Which is typically a good matchup, against defenses. So, I think we have a good plan, Flus, and the defensive staff, put up a good plan to change it up on him. And he's going to get his catches. I mean, he's a great player. Every team's trying to do the same thing to stop him, mixing it up. So we're just going to have to play good football.
When you mention your linebackers and your safeties, 2 of the young playmakers on your defense, Willis made strong progress this week, looks to be good to go. And then I know Bobby Okereke is questionable going into Sunday afternoon's game, but how important is the availability of both of these guys looking at the type of offense that you're facing this week? And then also this stretch moving forward into the rest of December, but certainly starting against Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's real important. I mean, both those guys are smart, fast players, and which is what you need to to go up against this offense. So as you said, Carr is looking really good. I think Bobby's trending the right way. We just got to make sure this last 24 hours things continue to make progress, and hopefully he'll be ready to go.
We've talked about familiarity, and I know you've said previously how much respect that you have for Coach Gruden and for his teams, of course. Well, Coach Gruden, in his media availability early in the week, kind of offered up an anecdote that he credits Philip with partially ending his coaching career back in at the end of the 08 season and sending him into the booth for Monday Night Football, having that prolific run that he did as the analyst on Monday Night Football before ultimately returning to a coaching role. Of course, we mentioned your respect for Coach Gruden. How much of a sense do you also have of the respect that there is between Philip and Coach Gruden as well?
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. I mean, going against each other out there in that division, playing each other twice a year, you get to know each other. And then naturally, just because of Philip's longevity, and then Coach Gruden's respect for the quarterback position in general. So that'll be fun to see those guys out in the field. I'm sure there will be a little jawing out on the field at times that we'll have to keep an eye out for.
There will certainly be some interesting banter between those sidelines that we will look forward to keeping an eye on. Coach Reich, best of luck on Sunday afternoon. Have a safe trip.
Thanks, Lara.